sever his femoral artery. Scooter starts running, apparently because young Scooter, there was a 911 call claiming that there was criminal activity happening at the spot that young Scooter was at. So as police pull up to the spot, young Scooter starts running, apparently jumps over a fence. He gets like a puncture wound that supposedly sever his femoral artery, which I don't know if you guys know. We could do a little Google on it. Femoral artery. Apparently, this is like one of the major arteries in, the body. And if this is ever severed, like within a couple minutes, you could bleed out profusely. So just to, put this in perspective, this is where they're going to say, okay, the femoral artery, just look at it from here. It would be located right here. So it's not like some shit that's on the surface of the leg, but it's located within the leg, but it's one of the major arteries. If we could look here, so we got a femoral vein, but we also got a femoral artery that kind of, spans. And, remember, all this is coming from, y'all been to like motherfucking like, science class, veins bring blood to the heart. Arteries bring blood pumping from the heart, right? So that's, bringing blood mixed with oxygen or whatever to these limbs. And this is a major sort of femoral artery is this huge, like, block of where blood is being distributed from. So for this to, and I'm not trying to get science lesson on you guys, but for this to be punctured, it got to be really into the leg. It's not on the surface. Like this is kind of in there with your muscles, closer to where your bones are. You get what I'm saying? So if young Scooter died because his femoral artery was punctured, it had to be like he hopped over that fence and he got sliced completely. Like, see, this is his thigh, and there was a complete slice into it. It's not like he just got barely cut and he just died. He got severely sliced into it and he bled out. Now, granted, I've looked at this a lot and I try to I'm not no medic or whatever, but they said if your femoral artery is sliced, you have to get a tourniquet. Now, police are usually expected to work with or administer tourniquets, which would be, to cut off the blood flow to a certain part because maybe you have a sliced open artery. But it looks like young Scooter just died. Young Thug himself had sent out a tweet that was kind of innocuous, and that's another reason why they're on his head. That kind of made it felt like he was saying, the police are lying. So he says autopsy came back, Street got shot. Now, supposedly, I didn't know this, but apparently Street is, am I tripping? Street is young Scooter. So young Thug tweets out, the autopsy came back. Young Scooter got shot. It's not some random accident. Then Future then tweets out, I can hear you loud and clear, my brother. Street. He's talking about, young Scooter. He says, we got you, kid. So, I don't know. Anyway, going back to this, if you wonder why the police didn't respond, this is a 911 call that the police responded to, and then we'll follow up with what happened afterwards. Give me a second. I got to take a piss.
911 call is raising more questions in the death of Atlanta rapper Young Scooter.
So Atlanta police just released that 10-minute call, hoping to identify the woman on that line. The call led officers to a home on William Nye Drive in the Lakewood Heights neighborhood in southeast Atlanta. Officers say Young Scooter ran from the home. They said that he sustained injuries to his leg while running and later died at Grady Hospital.
11 Live's Cody Alcorn is live tonight from Atlanta Police Headquarters in downtown Atlanta. And Cody, you have been following the story since it broke on Friday night. What are some of the red flags that you hear when you listen to this 911 call?
Well, Jennifer and Ron, the woman on this call, claims that there were 7 men at this home. She says that she heard 3 shots fired. She even says that the woman was naked and had a baby on that scene. However, during a news conference,